No national anthem.
Welcome inside the McMullen Arena in the Hoover Brigade Sports Complex here in Annapolis, Maryland, as we get ready to drop the puck for the start of the bronze medal game. Mackie Heyman wins the faceoff for State. Back to Sean Bly, up to Banashevitz, who will bring it across the blue line. Quickly back to Heyman, wrist shot, blocker saved by Anderson. Puck still loose in front, poking at it, the Wolfpack, and it's covered up by Jake Anderson, the starting goaltender for the Cavaliers today. He will be matched at the other end by senior Nick Camaris, playing in his last game for the Wolfpack. Face off now for Heyman. He wins it back to Bly. He's going to take a slap shot, fans on it, picked up by Lavrak and brought back out. He gives it to Thorndike, right side, dumps it into the zone where it'll be taken by Tom Stryker. Up the boards, he finds Banashevitz with space. Coming in right wing, slap shot, just wide of the net, and it rings around the boards and out. Delayed offsides, it'll be brought out by Burke for the Cavaliers. He turns back, and NC State tried to play it inside the zone before they touch up, and that will be offsides all the way down.
Give NC State credit, though. It's been good jump for them right from the get-go here. Few scoring opportunities with the Banashevitz slap shot and the scrum right in front of the net. I like the jump here early.
I absolutely agree with you there, and it's tough to do that sometimes coming off a loss like NC State did last night, but they're going to have to push through it. Their top line out there now of Engel, Sunda, and Fredenberg. Cook is back on defense. His partner is Michael Kren, and NC State brings it up. This is Fredenberg. He's going to dump it down into the zone and give chase. Behind the net, Fredenberg circling with it. He's got Engel in the slot, leaves it behind the net, and Engel will swat it around the boards. They battle for it along the left half boards. Now given up for Engel by Fredenberg, broken up there, though, by Jagarjan. Up the board, UVA tries to clear, stolen by Sunda. Backhander just over the net from Fredenberg. NC State, great pressure right now. Fredenberg at the point, waiting. Wrist shot, trying to find the tip off the stick of Engel, but it doesn't happen. Regrouping now the Cavaliers. Up the boards, stolen away though by Fredenberg and turned right back out. NC State will start to get the line change. Finally cleared out by Winter, but circled right back and thrown down in by Mike Kren. NC State on the change. Blue forechecking. He picks the puck up. Pressured there, loses it. Taken back out by Jagarjan. He gives it up to Friedman, who comes in with it. Pressured there by Bieberdorf. He throws it down into the corner where Valillo will take it for NC State. Up to Blue. One-time pass looking for Kristoff, just out of his reach, and it's turned right back by Stefan Herter. Up the boards. Into the corner, giving chase, is Foley. Leaves it along the half boards for Friedman. He has it poked away by Bieberdorf, but he regains control. Valillo gets it out up to Kristoff, who will bring it up. He's pressured there by Dekow. Thrown back in by the Cavaliers. Camaris will play it behind the net. He throws it up the near boards. Centering pass finds Blue, and he gets it out looking for Kristoff. The pass behind him, and the Cavaliers will regroup. Bobby Finley with it. He'll throw it deep. No icing as he gained the red line first. Valillo will throw it back for his defense partner, Farhat, who will get it up to Klein, poking it out for Sunda. Just out of his reach, though, and Williams will take it. Back in come the Cavaliers. That's Kroglian. Stolen away by Valillo. Gives it up to Odd, who did not play last night because usually Carolina and NC State play physical games, and he's had concussion issues, but he's on the ice for his last game with NC State. Turned back out by Virginia. Williams bringing it up. Down the right side, pressured by the defense of NC State. He'll throw it deep behind the net, giving chase for the Wolfpack. Tommy Stryker gives it up to Odd. Centering pass looking for Klein. Misses him, but Chris Wing will pick up the garbage. Wing gaining the blue line. He'll throw it deep. Circling around behind the net, now UVA regroups. Iceman gets it along the right wing. Pressured by Klein, has it poked away, all the way back to the defense, and Wing will flip it up for Odd, looking for Gallagher, but it'll be picked up by Klein instead. Gallagher will throw it deep behind the cage of Anderson. Now with it, Brady trying to get it out. Can't do so, and now along the half boards taken by Banashevitz. Banashevitz gives it to Heyman. Centering pass for Gallagher. Swats at it, and it's blocked away by the defense of the Cavaliers. In the corner now, Gallagher kicks it behind the net. Stolen away, though, by Virginia, and they'll take it back. Trip Burke will take it out of the zone now. He's got speed, pressured there by Gallagher, and he has it poked away back into neutral ice. Heyman and Banashevitz giving chase for NC State, but it's going to be thrown back in by Burke. Does not reach the goal line, so no icing call. Stryker, good cross-ice pass for Gallagher. He's going to loft it into the far corner and go off for a change. Heyman giving chase for NC State now. Reed Brady throws it up the boards, kept in there by Stryker. Heyman knocks his man off the puck, or excuse me, that's Engel. But nobody there to pick it up for NC State, and Virginia gets it out. Picked off by Sunda, he'll bring it back in. Wrist shot, pad save made by Anderson. Sunda picks it up again, circling, leaves it for Fredenberg. He'll throw it down into the corner looking for Engel, who's giving chase, poked along there though by Jagarjan. Now with it, Fredenberg behind the net for Engel. Stolen away by Virginia, Kren pinching. Nice hit by Kren, and he keeps the zone. Still though working for it, the Cavaliers, that's Reed Brady. Kren trying to knock his man off the puck, can't do so. Big hit by Engel, but the zone cleared by Virginia. Taken back by Jagarjan. He'll take it into the corner, knocked off the puck by Fredenberg. Loose puck picked up there by Wilkinson. Pass blocked by Sunda, but still holding the zone, the Cavaliers. Circling with it now, Wilkinson. Far corner. Up along the half boards to the point, nowhere to go with it, so he holds on. Knocked off the puck by Engel. Kren picks it up, and he'll go back the other way. Circling, looking for Engel, misses him and goes deep. NC State looking to set up in the offensive zone now. Taken back by Ruhoniemi. He'll clear the zone. Just out of the reach of his teammate Wilkinson, and Valillo will send it back to neutral ice. Immediately taken back by Brian Jagarjan. He gains the red line and dumps it deep. UVA gets a change. NC State's defensive pairing of Farhat and Valillo playing catch behind the net. Valillo knocked off the puck by a big hit. That one coming from DeCow. They battle for it along the half boards near side. Pinned up against the boards, finally knocked loose. Camaris will poke the puck behind the net for Farhat, who will set up the breakout. Out comes NC State. Kristoff, cross-ice pass for Blue. Spinorama receiving the pass, sends it in, and it's immediately covered up by Jake Anderson. And Drew, this has been a fairly good start for NC State. The energy is down a little bit. As Bieberdorf going at it there with Winter. But NC State off to a not too bad of a start.
Not too bad of a start. The other thing I noticed is that is a very extended amount of time with no whistles. So both teams are now having to get used to changing on the fly, making smart changes. And the other thing I'm noticing is this is becoming a very physical hockey game already. I've been very impressed with the play of Michael Kren. And to go along with that, I really like the way Brian Jagarjan's playing. I think those two defensemen are going to be key players in the rest of this contest.
All right, we'll see. The score still knotted at 0-0. 13:09 remaining in the first period. Face-off won by Virginia. Friedman will try to bring it out. Has it poked away from Stryker. Stryker pokes it away from Friedman, but he can't hold his own, and NC State's offsides.
Right there on the line, that is the correct call to be made in that instance. And, you know, for NC State, these 9 seniors that are on the ice, they want this medal. They want the hardware. Especially knowing that they most likely should have been in the championship game. They want to make sure they bring something back to Raleigh today.
You're absolutely right. Anderson sets it on a tee for his teammate Herder behind the net. Picked up by Klein, centering for Stryker, and his wrist shot blocked by the stick of Anderson. Near corner, Kristoff behind the net for Klein. He's got Bieberdorf in front. Circling behind the net, Klein. He's got some space, turning around, shot. Held on to by Anderson. Good chance there for Klein. And a smart play. The pass wasn't there for Bieberdorf, and so Klein takes it around where he's got space and gets a shot off.
You know, for NC State, they've hit 2 very hot goaltenders throughout the entirety of this tournament. John Jackson for North Carolina, James O'Halloran for Navy. I'm beginning to wonder if Jake Anderson is going to be the 3rd-grade goaltender in as many games.
And Anderson gets another save as NC State's shot total now up to 6. With that shot from the point by Blythe, face-off back to the blocker side of Anderson. Blue wins the faceoff forward. His shot tips off the stick of Livingston and into the corner. It'll be taken by Odd. He throws it behind the net. Picked up by Blue in the corner. He circles. He'll leave it again for Odd. as they try to cycle. Blue centering pass looking for Odd, not there, and it'll be taken out by the by the Cavaliers. Thorndike in, wrist shot easily handled by the glove of Camaris, and he will hold on.
I'm looking at the Virginia defensive pattern they're playing down low. Their captain, Thomas Livingston III, very stay-at-home defenseman, and that means NC State, if they're going to score, you can't necessarily rely on rebound opportunities. You're just going to have to flood the net with shots and hope something pinballs and goes in, because Livingston's going to sweep out everything with that long reach.
NC State clears the zone off the face-off, immediately sent back in by Jagarjan. Taken now by Odd, far side. Looking for Blue. It's between his legs, but the pass picked up by Fredenberg. Centering pass looking for Blue, picked off by the Cavaliers defense. Backhander pad save made by Anderson on Odd. Circling now Fredenberg, back up at the point. Around one man, leaves the puck for Odd. Backhand shot, deflected in front, doesn't make it to Anderson, and it's taken back by Friedman. He gives it up to Williams through neutral ice. He'll carry it in, Williams. Robbie Williams down into the corner, throws it behind the net. Pinching now, Jagarjan. Trying to get it in front, can't do so. Great work by Dan Blue. Back to the point for Koroglian. His centering pass skitters harmlessly through the slot. Now taken behind the net by the Cavaliers. Back to the point, Jagarjan. Wrist shot, blocked by the stick of Fredenberg, and it goes wide. Kren working hard behind the net. Puck taken away, though. Trip Burke gets it in front, knocked away by Kren. And he has some words there with Brady. Brought back out now by NC State, and there's going to be a penalty. Interference call on the Wolfpack, and it's going to go to Michael Kren. So the first power play of the game goes to the Virginia Cavaliers.
I like what Michael Kren's trying to prove by making the body check there, but that's a very freshman penalty to take. The puck is moved all the way back into the slot area. It's just unnecessary to try to make the body play down there.
And in fairness to him, we did see the first night a lot of interference calls made, but last night, not so much. So it's tough to tell what's going to get called and what's not. It looks like interference will be a big call for this game. Nevertheless, it is a 2-minute 5-on-4 in favor of the Virginia Cavaliers. NC State gets it out, though. Mackie Heyman giving chase. Dan Glavin with it now. For the Cavaliers, he goes cross-ice to his defense partner, Captain Thomas Livingston. Gives it up there for Glavin, and back up comes Winter. He brings it into the zone. He'll set up shop. Along the half boards, back to the point for Glavin. Right back along, shot tipped. I believe that was off the stick of Farhat, and it goes wide. Livingston holds the zone. He gets it in there. Shot again blocked. That one blocked by Valillo. Cleared back out by NC State. 1:17 left on the power play, and we're about halfway through this first period, still scoreless. Livingston will set up behind his own net, gives it to Glavin. Cross ice pass, he finds Burke. Burke through neutral ice into the zone, pressured there by Farhat. He'll throw it around behind, where do we picked up by Friedman. Gives it back to Livingston point, gives it over to Glavin near side. Wrist shot, just misses the net. Rebound comes all the way out of the zone, pressuring now Banashevitz. Livingston will give it off the boards to Friedman. Friedman across the line. He'll stop at the point, looking for an open man, pressured by Engel. Great stick work by Alec Engel. Takes it away, he'll float it up off the linesman. A good chance there for Sunda if the puck had made its way through. NC State clears the zone. Engel goes down, and we're going to have another penalty. And that's another interference call.
I think Foley just got his stick tied up in Engel. There was not a body check laid there in that scenario necessarily. I think that was a reaction to Engel going down away from the play. I really can't say there was a penalty there because there was no body check laid in the open space.
It was hard to see. I was paying more attention to the puck, but some of these calls have been questionable.
Well, that's been a theme throughout the weekend, and while it hasn't directly impacted any game individually, it's certainly just played a part in the way the pace of play is going.
Quick slap shot from Engel, sticked away by Anderson and up into the netting. 26 seconds left on the Kren penalty. That will give NC State a minute and a half on the power play. Sunda gets tossed from the circle. Engel now will take the face-off for NC State. Up against Ruhoniemi. Ruhoniemi wins the face-off. Back to Bobby Finley. He goes cross-ice for Herter, who clears it up and out, and that will be an icing call. 9:08 left in the first period, still scoreless. NC State 16 seconds away from a power play.
And it's going to be a big power play for NC State. I wasn't overly impressed with the penalty kill. It seems like their box was getting shrunken up too many times. Virginia was able to find some open men and create some quality opportunities.
Face-off won there by Wilkinson for UVA. Finley with it in the corner as Wilkinson collides there with his teammate Herder. They still are able to come away with the puck, brought back up by Wilkinson into neutralize. He circles. Penalty over to Kren, and NC State has the man advantage. Ruhoniemi will dump it deep, and UVA will get the change to start the penalty kill. Stretch pass for Engel. He'll dump it into the corner. Fredenberg pressuring now. Herder with it behind the net. Taken away by Sunda. Gives it to Fredenberg. Back behind the net for Engel. Slap shot coming from Heyman. Hits a skate in front and deflects along the half boards. Fredenberg pressured there by Herder. NC State wins the battle, though. Fredenberg behind the net. No one there. He's going to stay there. Centering pass. Pad save made on Sunda by Anderson. They jam away at it. And Anderson keeps it out. Great reaction play there, though, by Anderson, Drew.
Incredible work by Jake Anderson thus far. He's been clearly the best player for Virginia. What I will say is NC State wasted an opportunity. Virginia got caught pinching too far down. Practically had all 4 penalty killers on the goal line. Stryker pinches down as the one-timer opportunity. Could have maybe waited a couple more seconds looking for a passing lane, but he's got to get that shot on net.
Face-off won by UVA. Behind the net with it, Jagarjan. Pressured there by Bieberdorf and Banashevitz. Banashevitz comes away with the puck, gives it up to Reed Farhat at the point. Back to the half wall for Banashevitz. Patiently waiting, tries to center for Bieberdorf, deflected away, but held in by Heyman. Gives it to Blue behind the net, knocked off the puck. Taken by Bieberdorf behind the net, though. Back to Banashevitz, back to the point, Farhat. Wrist shot, tipped on, save made by Anderson. And they poke it into the net, the puck's still loose, but an early whistle. There will be another penalty coming, though. I'm not sure who it is on.
You know, Chris, for a bronze medal game, the intensity is there. Both teams want this one badly, and already it's manifesting itself by this physical play.
It's going to be a penalty on NC State's Dan Blue. Wait for the signal from the referee to see what it is. It looks like it's a cross-check. So NC State cancels out the last 25 seconds of their power play, and they'll leave 1:35 for the Virginia Cavaliers to have a man advantage. 7:45 left in the first period, still no score. And the faceoff comes all the way back down to the NC State zone.
Well, and I'll tell you what that penalty was there, Chris. Blue was fighting for position inside the goal crease, took a shot to the back, got up and sent one right back, and the retaliation's what got called there.
And that's where you have to be smart on both sides of the ice. You have to be careful not to react. Coming in, Banashevitz, his shot blocked by Glavin and up over the net. So a face-off will stay in the Virginia Cavaliers zone. NC State, 12 seconds left on the 4-on-4, and then they will have about a minute and a half to kill off of a penalty to Dan Blue.
Solid work by Glavin on that last play. Stick to stick, body to body. Banashevitz had absolutely no room to work.
Bieberdorf to take the face-off for NC State up against Burke. Burke wins it to Glavin. 3-on-2 quickly for the Cavaliers if they hurry. Good back check by NC State. All 4 men back. Shot on, stopped by Camaris. Loose in front, and Camaris makes a great save. Reaching out with the glove, he stops the shot from, I believe, it was number 19, Will Lavrak.
And Lavrak's one of those seniors for Virginia playing his final game for the Wahoos. Really, an unbelievable job by Virginia. They got up. It was a great opening pass by Glavin, and they worked over that NC State defensive line with a 3-on-2 crossing the blue line there. Great opportunity. Camaris is fortunate that rebound didn't go in because he gave a juicy one up right there.
Winter to face off against Fredenberg. He wins it back. The power play on now for Virginia. Livingston with it at the point. Slap shot. Sticked away by Camaris into the near corner. Odd pressuring for NC State. Circled back around by Glavin where he's met by Kren. Behind the net now with it Friedman. He'll circle back to the point for Burke. Gives it to Livingston as they play catch. Cross ice pass down to Glavin. All the way across. Burke gets a hold of it. Throws it in front, but it's deflected wide. Clearing pass blocked. And we're going to have another penalty. It looks like both of them are going. It will be Bieberdorf for NC State and Friedman for Virginia.
And Bieberdorf and Friedman were talking earlier down on the end, nearest to the broadcast booth. I'm not sure what's going on between them, but they're at each other's throats right now.
And it looks like it's not going to be Bieberdorf. Bieberdorf did a good job keeping himself under control and avoiding the penalty. But again, you see a little bit of retaliation. It's gone both ways, and we've seen calls on both sides now. And again, a power play canceled out by another penalty from the team with the man advantage. So we're back to 4-on-4 hockey, 6:48 left in the first period. Face-off won by Virginia. Glavin takes it behind the net, gives it up there for Winter. He crosses center, knocked off the puck by Fredenberg and poked along by Odd. Fredenberg trying to get away, knocked off the puck though by Glavin. Glavin tries to poke it along, taken back by Wing, gives it up to Odd, who will throw it deep. Fredenberg gives chase. He'll pressure Winter behind the net. Circling with it, Wilkinson. Glavin gives it along to Livingston. He'll bring it up the boards. Plenty of space, cross-ice pass. He finds Wilkinson. Centering pass, looking for Winter, can't find him, and the puck makes its way all the way into the near corner. Livingston's got it. Gives it back to Wilkinson. Centering pass deflected away and is taken out by Odd. He'll give it up to Klein. And Odd goes off for a change. Klein trying to get around Jagarjan, can't do so, and it's taken back by Winter. He gives it to Livingston along the boards. Cross-ice pass, he finds Jagarjan. Jagarjan will throw it deep. Kamara sets it on a tee for Heyman, and NC State's got 54 seconds on the power play. Up the far side, streaking down the right wing. Dan Blue circles, pressured by Jagarjan, into the corner. Looking for Klein in center, not there. He'll give it back to the point for Heyman. Wrist shot from Heyman, deflected just wide by the stick of Klein. Banashevitz going into the corner, fighting with Foley. Banashevitz comes away with it, patient behind the net, looking for a man. It's not there. He's going to go back to the corner, leave it behind the net for Klein. Klein will hold it there. NC State needs to get this puck out front. Back to the point, Bly. He'll tee it up. Shot blocked by the shin pad of a Virginia defenseman. Banashevitz with it now. Behind the net, he circles. Back up to the point. Knocked away by Virginia, though, along the half wall. Banashevitz leaves it in the corner for Blue. He works back with it in the corner. Behind the net, Banashevitz. He looks to center, nothing there. Power play over for NC State. Shot by Klein, sizzles wide. Taken by Blue, he'll give it to Banashevitz. One-time pass off the stick of Anderson in front. It goes back behind the net. Klein leaves it behind the net for Banashevitz. And the puck's knocked away by Blue. He knocks the stick away from Brady, I believe it was. And we're going to have two penalties, a slashing call to Blue and a retaliation penalty on a Virginia player.
Now, Chris, this is just getting a little ridiculous. That's totally unnecessary by Blue. The retaliation just standing up for your teammates, so I can understand being all right with taking that penalty. But even at this is a bronze medal game. You're trying to preserve the integrity of two historic franchises in the ACCHL. And right now, after these two penalties have been levied, we are at our penalty minute total from last night's game against North Carolina, and we're not even out of the first period yet.
It's really slowing this game up and breaking up the flow as well. And we're trying to figure out where the face-off's going to be. The linesman is saying outside of the zone. That's where it will come.
And that is the correct call, since there is no power play given in this instance. We'll go 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes, 4:28 remaining in this first period.
And it really seems like these last 10 minutes have just crawled by. It's about 4.5 left in the period. 2 minutes of 4-on-4 hockey. Centering pass tipped by Kristoff. Coming out of his net, Camaris knocks the puck back up the boards and out. Taken by Glavin. He'll leave it for Williams in neutral ice. Williams will bring it up the right wing, leave it at the point for Livingston, who will poke it deep. Behind the net with it now, Iceman. Circling into the corner, back to Livingston. Slap shot deflects off the stick of Kristoff and wide. Picked up again by Iceman, far corner. Back up to the point to Glavin. He'll throw it down low. He's got Williams. Leaves it there. Williams, one-timer. Pad save made by Camaris. Great job coming out of his crease to make that save.
That's his best save of the game so far.
1:15 left on the 4-on-4s. That puck trickles wide of Camaris in the NC State goal into the corner. Behind the net, Valillo with it. He'll shovel it up the boards for Kristoff, who will get it up and out. Giving chase. Icing waved off. Going back for it, Williams. He puts it right into the gut of Gallagher, who will bring it down into the corner for NC State. Pressured there by Iceman. Livingston and Iceman come away with the puck for the Cavaliers. 45 seconds now left on the 4-on-4. Livingston in his own corner. Cross ice pass off the boards received by Glavin. He pokes it by Cook, but Cook forces him off the puck. Taken back now by Andrew Cook. Cross ice gives it to Michael Kren, up to Odd. Odd will throw it far corner, where it'll be pressured there by Bieberdorf. Thrown behind the net now for Herter. He'll bring it out for the Cavaliers. Gives it up to Burke. Cross ice pass there. He's got Lavrak down the left wing, pressured by Cook. He stops along the half wall, and they'll pin it. Still battling for it there in the corner. Taken away by Bieberdorf. He tries to get it out. He's able to do so. Delayed offsides for Virginia, and they check up. 4-on-4 over. We're back to 5-a-side hockey. Thrown deep by Odd. Blue will pressure there. Bobby Finley will shovel it up the boards for Lavrak. He'll go cross ice. Got a man there, Reed Brady. Thrown back in, though, by Wing. Again behind the net with it, Finley. Cross ice there for Herter. Up the boards for Lavrak. Cross ice now again looking for Brady. Not there. Picked off by Sunda. He'll bring it back across the line. Cutting down the left wing. Knocked off the puck there by Herter. Behind the net, Engel tries to center off the skate of Finley. And he'll circle all the way up to the point where he'll shovel it in looking for Stryker, but is picked off and taken back up by Trip Burke. He has the puck knocked away. Sunda with the chance. He's got some room. Wrist shot right into the chest protector of Anderson. Centering pass deflected away by NC State. And they battle for it along the half boards. Now Fredenberg there for NC State. Wilkinson with Brady for the Cavaliers, and Brady comes away with it. Lavrak has it poked away. And we're seeing a lot of hits behind the play right now, and the referee not doing much about it. This game could get out of hand very quickly.
There's another
1:10
one
left in the first period. Still no score. Behind the net with it, Wing. Bring it up the left side, gives it to Fredenberg. Saucer pass looking for Gallagher, just a little too long. Now with Iruhoniemi. Gives it cross ice for Jagarjan. Up for Wilkinson, who will slap one in, sticked into the corner by Camaris. Coming away with it, Winter. Now back to the point, Jagarjan. Wrist shot wide of the net, comes off the boards. One-timer coming, blocked away by NC State, the defense. 35 seconds left in the period, brought back out by Klein. He'll cross at the blue line and throws it deep. Behind the net now with it, Klein. Circling, back to the point, Farhat. He'll take a wrist shot, deflected in front, bouncing puck, still loose in front, poking at it. Puck still loose, nobody able to knock it home. 17 seconds left. Farhat tries to get it deep, unable to do so, but he keeps the zone. Winter, cross ice pass picked off by Valillo. 8 seconds left, he'll throw it in, sticked away by Anderson into the corner. Mackie Heyman going in with Jagarjan. Heyman will throw it behind the net. The period will end, the buzzer will sound, and it's a scoreless first period. Both teams very physical, very hard-working period on both sides. Drew, what was your take?
I really like the pace by both teams. I think they're playing a very even hockey game right now. The shots on goal will indicate that. The other thing is, I think we're going to get ourselves locked in a goaltending matchup. Right now, Anderson is trading save for save with Camaris. They both had some absolute dandies. The thing that's setting Anderson apart right now is the job he's doing is keeping the puck low. He's controlling the lower half of the net, and that's making it a whole lot easier for him to cover the puck, and he's controlling his rebounds. That's very key going forward.
All right, well, we'll be right back with our first intermission. The score after one period, 0-0. NC State tied with Virginia. We'll be right back. You're watching NC State Hockey on Wolfpack Sports Television, bringing you into the pack.
I'm coming up next, right? I'm in the next segment.
Bingo.
They said yeah.
Welcome back to McMullen Arena here in the Hoover Brigade Sports Complex, the home of the Navy Midshipmen for the ACCHL bronze medal game between the NC State Wolfpack and the Virginia Cavaliers. We're ready for second period action. Still a scoreless game, but 20 fresh minutes on the clock. Garrett Sunda wins the faceoff for NC State all the way back into their own zone. Stryker gives it up to Bly. His pass picked off there by the Cavaliers, though. They work it deep. A four-man scrum in front of the net. Virginia comes away with it. Loose puck picked up by Engel. kicked back in and held the zone was Livingston. Nice play there. Off the boards, taken by Fredenberg. He'll use his speed. Canceled out there, though, by number 19, Will Lavrak. Shot patted away by Anderson. Lavrak will bring it back the other way. 2-on-1 for Virginia. Wrist shot right off the chest protector of Nick Camaris. Great save. Engel, cross ice. He finds Fredenberg. He'll bring it up the right wing. Centering pass. Sunda off the post. He scores! 51 seconds into the second period, and NC State draws first blood.
Well, and there you go, flooding the net with shots, making the extra pass when necessary. I'm not sure Anderson ever saw it. Goes right through a screen, seeing eye shot off the post and in. So critical for NC State to draw first blood in this game, and they have done so early in the second here.
So a 1-goal lead now for NC State. The big problem for them last night, though, was they weren't able to extend the lead. That's what they're going to look to do here tonight. Or excuse me, today. Banashevitz will dump it deep for NC State off the faceoff. Picked up there at the defense by the Cavaliers. Thrown all the way back out. Picked up in the NC State zone by Andrew Cook. Cross-ice pass, he finds Banashevitz centering for Gallagher off his stick, taken away by Dragarjan. Still battling for it, though. Heyman and Gallagher down there for NC State. Centering pass picked off and turned back out. Loose puck left in front. One-timer from Banashevitz, and Anderson stands tall.
The Stratham, New Hampshire native continues to be impressive. I know that the shutout has been broken, but nonetheless, he's on the top of his crease. He's making the big saves when they need to be made, and he is making sure to keep his Virginia Cavaliers in this hockey game.
Face-off for NC State, won by Heyman. Wrist shot from Kren, stopped by Anderson. Thrown back out to the point, held in by Kren again. His wrist shot deflects off the skate of defenseman Stefan Herder and harmlessly away. They battle for it now near corner. Thrown back around, it'll be taken by Bobby Finley up the right side. Giving it up, looking for DeCow. Can't find him. And Banashevitz will bring it across the line for NC State. Avoids a check, but loses the puck. Immediately turned back out by Jordan Friedman. Friedman down the left wing. Pressured by Cook. Centering pass. Not stopped by Camaris. The puck's still loose. Whacking at it. The Cavaliers can't put it home. Livingston loses it in his skates, but holds the zone. Whistle blown. And I'm not sure what the call was there.
No, he pointed back up toward the goal crease. I'm not sure if he was signifying a player to be pulled off for a penalty, if the net was dislodged. I could not tell you what in the world was going on right there. Nonetheless, great opportunity for Virginia. They get right on the doorstep once again. Unfortunately, that puck gets pinned up right near the goalpost and Nick Camaris' pad. And Camaris is such a sizable goaltender, he's able to knock the puck down a couple of times there, keeping his shutout bid intact.
Valillo throws it around the boards, picked off, though, by DeCow. Up the boards, NC State will be able to get it out here in the form of Andrew Kristoff. He leaves it for Valillo. Up the boards, NC State gets it deep, icing waved off. Livingston with it in his own corner, gets it up to DeCow. He'll bring it up. Gets around Farhat, coming back. Save made by Camaris on the one-timer from Friedman. Great chance for Virginia there. Thrown around by Farhat. Blue will pick it up along the half wall. Gives it up to Kristoff. He'll cross with Bieberdorf and bring it down the right wing. Glavin there for the Cavaliers. Shot by Kristoff, blockered into the corner by Anderson, and turned right back out. DeCow, he's got a man, Karoglian, who can't stay onside.
Incredible idea there by Virginia. It's very rare to see anybody get back behind the NC State defensive line. Virginia has managed to do it a couple of times now as they continue to try to manufacture their opportunities. And I tell you, Chris, right now both of these teams are solidifying the fact that their 1 and 2 rankings were spot on throughout the regular season. This has been a very entertaining hockey game.
Dumped in by the Cavaliers. Icing waved off as it tipped off an NC State stick. Farhat will take it behind the net. He gives it to Odd. Cross ice, he finds Heyman, one of the co-captains of this NC State team. He crosses with Klein, and he'll throw it into the near corner. Dragarjan behind, has it taken away by Heyman. He looks to center into the skates of a Virginia defenseman. Heyman gets it back, though, leaves it in the corner for Klein. He'll cycle. Klein taken down, and it's brought back out by UVA. Thorndike tries to get it deep. He has it poked away from him, but Karoglian will get it behind the NC State net. Valillo has it taken away. Karoglian centering past Thorndike. Great save, Camaris.
Wow.
Point blank shot for Thorndike, and Camaris does a great job attacking the puck and taking away all angles.
And you know, it's always dangerous when a goaltender is making it look easy. Having played the position for over 12 years myself, that's not an easy save to make. He explodes off of the goalpost, gets out to the top of his crease. Butterfly, no 6 and 7 holes open. That's a great save.
Chris Wing takes it far corner. He'll go up off the skates of Sunda. Taken back by Finley. Cross ice, he gives it to Herter. Herter looking to get it up to Burke, but it's too long, taken by Wing, and his stretch pass picked off by Finley. With it again now, Stefan Herter. Gives it up to Burke, who will dump it in. Brady. Reed Brady dumps it deep. NC State will go to work behind their own net, taken by Stryker. Centering pass to Sunda, picked off by Brady, but he has it poked away there by Garrett Sunda and into the corner. Back to the point now. Wrist shot, blocker save made by Camaris. The rebound loose in front, hits traffic. Slap shot coming, goes wide from Herter. Back to the point. Finley dumps it deep. Big hit by Sunda. He's tangled up there in the corner. Centering pass, skitters harmlessly through the slot. Thrown back deep by Herter. Finley with it. He'll take a wrist shot off of the the knee of Lavrak and wide. Fredenberg with it in the corner now. He's going to take it behind the NC State net and set up the breakout. Lots of space as Virginia off for a change. He's looking for Sunda there, misses him. Icing waved off though. Herter behind his own net. He'll look for the stretch pass, deflected in by Wilkinson, so no icing. Camaris out into the corner to play it, throws it off the half wall and out. Good chance for Gallagher if he can get there first. He's beat out by Livingston, but the loose puck picked up by Heyman. Wrist shot goes just wide of the net. Cycled behind. NC State trying to get to it. Livingston knocks Gallagher away from the puck, where it can be picked up by Ruhoniemi. Battling for it now, though. Heyman, backhand pass off the skate of Glavin in front of the net. And it skitters back into the corner. Thrown back out by Wilkinson. The pass picked off by Gallagher, and he holds the zone. Banishevitz centering pass, looking for Heyman, can't find it. Back to the point, Kren, wrist shot. Catches the glass behind the net. Cook's going to take a one-timer. He gets the glass way high over the top of the net. Kren tries to hold the zone. He fans on it, though. It'll be brought back out by Ruhoniemi. 1-on-3. He circles. Leaves it for Glavin, who comes in. His shot. Pad save made by Camaris. Puck still loose, though. Into the corner. Gallagher tries to get it up to Banishevitz. Ruhoniemi picks it off. Poked away by Banishevitz and out of the zone. And NC State will get it out. Good chance here coming for Banishevitz. One-on-one with Livingston. Wrist shot right into the gut of Anderson, and he'll hold on with 13:46 left in this second period.
Again, shot well tracked by Anderson. Chris, right now what I'm noticing, there is a difference in this hockey game, and it's giving a lot of momentum to the Cavaliers. NC State is shooting the puck for the sake of shooting the puck, and typically that results in pucks going high and wide. Virginia is always putting the puck on Nick Camaris, and if they continue to do so, that's going to tire him down, and he may allow a goal going into the later stage of this game.
One-timer coming from Blue. He fans on it. Trying to clear, though, the Cavaliers held in by Kren. Wrist shot deflected in front, but blockered away by Anderson. In the corner now, Blue. He'll leave it there for Kristoff. Pressured by Foley. Battling for it still. Foley and Kristoff. Kristoff down to the ice, and the Cavaliers come away with the puck. Kren knocks his man off, and Bieberdorf holds the zone, but poked out by Friedman. Cross ice pass, Blue now. He'll just get it deep. Anderson comes out, sets it on a tee for his teammate, number 13, Ben Foley. Foley goes up the left side, trying to get it out. Nice hit laid there by NC State, knocking Friedman off the puck. Now brought back up by Jagarjan. He'll cross with DeCow, leaves it for him. Great diving poke check there made by Kren to get the puck out of harm's way. Friedman with it at the blue line. He leaves it there for Foley, pressured by Klein. Into the corner, Foley. Kren and Klein in there for NC State. Now Friedman joins the scrum. Taken away by Klein. He'll bring it around the boards, gives it up to Banishevitz. Across the line left wing, he's going to circle, leaves it for Klein. In his skates, Klein loses it. Quickly back the other way, a stretch pass in on Camaris. He'll stick it into the corner. Backhand pass by Robbie Williams doesn't find its target. It's picked up by Klein, and NC State will recoil. Into the zone, Virginia. Onside play. Poked away there by DeCal. And back behind the NC State net. DeCal comes away with it. Centering pass. Poked at. Still loose in front. Camaris, I think, got a pad on that one. Great job tracking the puck by the NC State netminder. Pass intended for Fredenberg. Poked away by Herder, but NC State gets it in anyhow. Picked up by the Cavaliers. Brought out by Karoglian. He'll cross at center. Still in neutral ice. Pressured by Engel. He'll shovel it down deep, where Bly will take it for NC State. Gives it to Farhat, up to Fredenberg, cross ice, almost finds Engel, just a little long, but he'll pick it up in the corner now, battling for it with Finley. NC State comes away with it, one-timer! Blocked by Anderson from Fredenberg. Battling in the corner now, brought up the half wall, NC State will retreat with it. Sunday neutral ice, pressured there by Iceman. Fredenberg will deflect it at the blue line in deep, canceling out the icing. Finley with it for the Cavaliers. Gives it up to Iceman, coming in. Bly, big hit laid, but he doesn't come away with the puck. Karoglian brings it back up. His pass taken away by Stryker. Fredenberg brings it in. His wrist shot. Gloved by Anderson, though I don't think it was going in on net. So an offensive zone face-off for NC State.
No, but it's still a good job by Anderson to get the glove out there and go ahead and get the whistle. His team was getting trapped down inside of their own blue line there. By getting a whistle, a goaltender alleviates the pressure, allows his team to get a line change, and therefore the matchups they want out there on the ice.
The Cavaliers come away with the face-off. Livingston finds his man Lavrak, but he loses the puck off his stick and is turned back by Stryker. Picked up by Brady. Hill off the puck into the NC State zone where Camaris will play it, and he decides to cover up.
Good news is this period, Chris, we have not seen as many penalties. Players aren't body checking for body checking's sake. Now they're actually going after the puck. A lot of the extracurricular activities after the whistle have ceased, and I think you're going to start to see the pace of play continue to pick up even more.
Bly tries to poke it out of the zone, but he's thwarted by the defense of the Cavaliers. Stryker gives it back to Bly. He'll circle behind the NC State net, looking to bring it out. Pressured there by Burke. Bly gets it all the way across the red line before losing it, but NC State picks it up in the form of Mackie Heyman. Along the half wall, his wrist shot wide of the net, all the way back to the point. Stryker. Around one man, he'll go into the corner with it. Leaves it there for Gallagher, picked off by Livingston, and he battles there with Gallagher for NC State. Poked back along to the point. Sam Banashevitz will shovel it in. Heyman with it now. Backhander blocker down and into the corner by Anderson. Livingston behind the net. Gives it to Glavin. Centering pass up for Burke. One-timer all the way up now. Brought in by Brady. He's knocked off the puck. And Mitchell Gallagher will pick it up for NC State. He leaves it in the corner for Heyman. Circling behind. Throws it around near side. Pinching Glavin. He keeps the zone. But he misses the puck. Banashevitz will bring it back. He's got space. Coming in on Livingston. Dragging around one man. Taken down, and we're going to have a penalty. Touched there by the Cavaliers. Trip Burke touches it up, and there's going to be a penalty to Livingston as he got his stick caught up in Sam Banashevitz, and he'll go to the box for 2 minutes. A good chance for NC State to extend their lead, something they couldn't do last night, Drew.
It's a tough one to take now for NC State. The opportunity is there to go ahead and seize quality control of this hockey game. Kudos to Banashevitz right there. He keeps his feet moving. And yeah, Livingston's going after the puck, does get his stick parallel to the waist, but I'm not sure that was the principal cause of Banashevitz going down.
Bly at the point, slap shot deflected through traffic and into the corner. The Cavaliers get it, and they'll ice it. 1:50 left on the power play, 9 minutes left in the second period. NC State a 1-goal advantage. Heyman will bring it back out for NC State, loosely pressured by Winter. He gets it up to Bieberdorf, who loses it off his stick. Winter with it now. Drops it back, and finally cleared out by the Cavaliers. Bieberdorf picks it up at his own blue line, gives it up to Blue. He brings it into the zone, lofts the puck into the far corner. Kristoff giving chase. Stolen away by Virginia and cleared all the way back out and in on Camaris. He pokes it into the corner. He'll leave it, throw it up the boards, looking for Heyman. Intercepted, though, and turned back out. Chasing now DeCal. He tries to center it, poked away by NC State's Garrett Sunda. It's brought back out by Fredenberg. He's got speed. Circling behind the net, he'll look to center. just misses Mackie Heyman. Picked up at the point by Farhat. His shot's blocked. He needs to retreat quickly. Great play at the defense by the Cavaliers to not allow that shot in on net. 45 seconds left on the power play for NC State. 8 minutes left in the second period. Cleared back out again by Virginia. All the way down. Nick Camaris in the corner. He'll handle it. Throws it around the boards. He's got Heyman. Centering pass. Deflected. Picked up by Friedman. Shorthanded chance coming. Great play by Garrett Sunda to shut down Friedman. Back the other way, Fredenberg. Leaves it there. One-timer from Engel. Patted into the corner by Anderson. Still working for it now. Engel. Whistle's blown, and there might be a call. I can't see the referee from my vantage point. But we might have another penalty.
And it's going to go against Virginia. Friedman to take the seat. It does come at a minor cost, 13 seconds of 5-on-3 time for NC State. But essentially, they're going to get an extra 2 minutes on the power play is what this call's functioning as.
Now, what NC State will have to be careful of is Livingston comes out of the box. Now, he's a big, lanky defenseman, so probably not the best guy on a breakaway, but he could have a good chance if Virginia is able to clear at the right time. And they win the faceoff immediately clearing it. It should effectively kill off the penalty to Livingston. But NC State will still have 5-on-4 hockey. Farhat with it now. Cross ice, he finds Stryker. Holds, blocked shot by the Cavaliers. Picked up by Klein, pressured by Livingston. He'll go cross ice for Farhat. Up to Banashevitz, they play catch. Farhat with it again, he brings it through neutral ice. Plenty of space. Leaves it at the right point for Klein. Back down into the corner for Farhat, they play catch again. Klein at the point, he's going to circle down to the half wall. Cross ice for Banashevitz, wrist shot, hits the post. Back up to the point now, Farhat. Nowhere to go, he's going to hold on. Cross ice again for Banashevitz. Centering pass for Gallagher, just misses his stick. 1:10 left on the power play for NC State. One-timer from Farhat, blockered away by Anderson. Banashevitz with it, gives it to Stryker at the point. He's pressured there, has it taken away, but he's able to hold the zone. Good play by Stryker. Now into the front. Slot shot by Klein off the pass from Banashevitz. Pad save made by Anderson. Battling for it again in the corner. Back to the point. Farhat, his wrist shot, blocked away again by Anderson. 45 seconds left on the NC State power play. 6:10 left in the period. Picked off by Livingston. And a chance if they hurry for the Cavaliers. In they come. Trip Burke gets around Stryker, but he loses the puck. Farhat regroups for NC State. Stretch pass for Banashevitz, who will circle through neutral ice. He gets it to Gallagher. Knocked off the puck. Picked up by Klein. Cross ice pass. Heyman will take it off the boards. Slap shot blocked by the shin, I believe, of Stefan Herter, and it's cleared back out. Just 13 seconds left on the NC State power play. Camaris out to play it. Throws it around the boards for Stryker. He's knocked off the puck there by number 19, Will Lavrak. Sunda picks it up. He hits Engel. Power play over. Heyman, shot stopped. Still loose in front and cleared all the way out. This will be icing if Kren can be the first back. He is, and it will be an icing call on Virginia. So some tired penalty-killing legs out there. The only good news is Friedman has just come out of the box after a 2-minute rest. So one set of fresh legs for Virginia with 5:20 left in the second period.
And that's not the biggest cost in the world, and that's because you do have the set of fresh legs out there on the ice. For Virginia right now, the game plan is quite simple. Win the face-off, gain the red line, dump it in, then get fresh legs. It's a huge momentum boost for the Cavaliers after that penalty kill. They were superb on special teams.
Fredenberg with it, left circle. His shot sounded like it hit some iron. NC State still controlling, back to the point. Cook, shot tipped by Fredenberg just wide, sitting on the side of the net. Great cover made by Anderson. And that will allow the Cavaliers to get a change.
So the Anderson cover-up, that was the only other way they were going to get a change right there. And he's really using his body to his advantage. He's a sizable netminder. He's been able to play the angle well. I'm not sure if that tip would have counted had it gone in. That stick was dangerously high on the crossbar. Nonetheless, a great play.
Loose puck in front, again smothered by Anderson, and he's doing a great job tracking the puck and finding it and covering it. He's relieved his team a couple of times. That's another good chance for NC State that didn't go home.
Still now, you have to start getting worried. The Cavs have to find a way to get out of their defensive zone and quickly.
Engel with it. One-timer for Sunda goes wide into the corner with it. Thorndike held in by Cook. His wrist shot blocked at the defense by Karoglian. Cleared out by the Cavs, thrown back in. High stick by Livingston, but it's picked up by NC State, so that cancels out. Into the corner, Garrett Sunda. He's got Iceman on him. Gets around one man. His shot blocked. Loose in front. The puck poked at, and it's behind the net now. Iceman pinching Kren. He holds the zone, and they go to work. Livingston in there helping out Iceman. Kren, double team, picked up by Iceman. He's going to circle and try and clear, and unable to pin it against the boards is Kren, and it gets all the way out. Cook gives it up to Kren, who will leave it there for Fredenberg. Centering pass for Engel, just out of the reach of his outstretched stick. And he'll pick it up in the corner, behind the net. Fredenberg now coming off for a change of chance here for Virginia to get out of their zone. They're unable to do so, though. The puck gets out, kicked immediately back in by Blue, and now Livingston will clear. NC State checking up. Livingston able to poke it out through neutral ice. He's got some space, but Valillo beats him to the loose puck. Kristoff giving chase for NC State now. Throwing it behind the net. Thorndike around for Karoglian. Pressured there by Bieberdorf. Kristoff comes away with the loose puck. He's knocked off by Glavin. Karoglian gets it up to Iceman, who tries to loft it out off the glove of Blue. And NC State regains possession. Gaining the red line and dumping it deep is Farhat. Behind the net, setting it on a tee, Anderson. Losing the puck, the Cavaliers. Centering pass, one-timer from Blue, and he puts it too high. Held in by Valillo. He throws it into the corner, taken back by Virginia. Bieberdorf has it in his skates, knocked off the puck, and it's taken back out by the Cavs. And they come, slap shot, blocked away by Lavrak. Camaris with the save. Valillo knocked down behind the NC State net. Blue looking for Kristoff on the cross-ice pass, can't find him. 2:53 left in the second period. NC State with a one-goal lead. Bieberdorf trying to kick it to Farhat, can't do so, and they still battle along those boards. Kristoff gets it out, a high hit on Kristoff, and another penalty to Virginia. Cross-checking is the call. And it will be on Brady. So another 2-minute power play for NC State. They're going to have to find a way to score on one of these because they're keeping Virginia in this hockey game by not capitalizing on these chances.
Well, even more so than that, State had a really good rush against Navy at the end of the second period. They had a really good rush against Carolina at the end of the second period. And the unfortunate thing is there is going to be an intermission buzzer, and Virginia can really use that to their advantage because right now NC State has every bit of momentum they could possibly want.
Engel at the point. He's going to take a wrist shot. Pad save. Rebound Fredenberg. And the net's knocked off moorings as Fredenberg's shot goes wide. And the faceoff will stay in the offensive zone for NC State.
Jake Anderson continues to be impressive. The shots on goal at this point total 23-22 in favor of NC State. Right now, the Wolfpack up in the category 40-24. Anderson has held strong in net.
Bly gets the puck off the faceoff at the points. He works the half boards. His shot deflected there by Winter and behind the net. Picked up by Herter. Hill lofted out all the way down. Camaris will handle the puck. He leaves it there for Heyman. Heyman will set up, got time and space, gives it to Fredenberg, who's thwarted there by Wilkinson. Heyman picks up the loose puck, hits the skate of Sunda, and cleared immediately back out by Finley. Into the corner now. Bly will pick it up for NC State. 1:10 left on the power play. 1:50 left in the period. Bly misses Sunda on that pass, and they wave icing off. I'm not sure why they did that. That should have been an icing call. NC State catches a break there. 1 minute left on the power play in neutral ice now. Sunda hits Fredenberg off the boards down the right wings. Fredenberg behind the net. Circling, no one there, so they'll leave it in the corner for Engel. Along the half wall, behind the net, Sunda. Centering pass looking for Fredenberg, deflected out by Winter. Full change, knocked down by Friedman. He's got a chance, but he can't handle the puck. Kept in though, slap shot. Off of Engel's stick and into the corner. Good pressure on the penalty kill here for the Cavaliers. Sunda gets it out for Banashevitz. He's got Engel cross ice, that's where he's gonna go. Down the left wing, Engel, pressured by Livingston, leaves it for Banashevitz. Along the half wall, down into the corner now, Engel. He'll circle, trade places with Banashevitz. His pass picked off by Friedman, who will bring it out. 48 seconds left in the period, 8 seconds left on the penalty. Brought back out now. Up to Banashevitz. The penalty is over to Brady. 5-on-5 hockey for 35 seconds now. NC State trying to hold the zone, and they will. They battle for it along the half boards. Held in there by NC State. Farhat. He's got some space. His shot deflected just wide. 20 seconds left in the period now. In the corner they battle. Hard to see there, but NC State finally getting it. Centering pass into the skates of Banashevitz from Bieberdorf. Taken back out by Brady. He'll go cross ice looking for Friedman. Striker there first for NC State. He holds onto the puck, absorbing a hit, and he'll just melt the clock away. And so NC State picks up a goal. But that's all that we had in the second period. NC State, a 1-goal lead after 2 periods. Drew, what are your thoughts?
I think Virginia's going to have all the momentum coming out of this intermission. NC State had them on the ropes time and time again. The penalty kill unit of the Wahoos holds. Jake Anderson holds in net. Right now we're in for a barn burner of a finish in the third period, Chris.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. And the big thing for NC State, they're going to have to find a way to get the lead up above 1. They had 3 1-goal leads against North Carolina, and they blew all 3 of them, end up losing that game. So NC State will have to find a way to score again in the third period. We'll be right back with the second intermission report, and Coach Mike Gazzillo. You're watching NC State hockey on Wolfpack Sports Television. And we're ready for puck drop in the final 20 minutes of this bronze medal match between the NC State Wolfpack and the Virginia Cavaliers. Virginia gaining control quickly. Wrist shot there from Lavrak, gloved by Camaris, and he'll hold on.
It's a generous shot on goal that's been given. I mean, Camaris does make the save, but that shot's going a mile wide. Nonetheless, I think that's going to be the strategy for Virginia. Flood the net with pucks until you're able to find a way to get something in.
Oh, and the big thing for NC State is they've got to stay offensive in this period. They were very defensive against North Carolina last night when they got the lead, and it cost them. You can't do that tonight. I think Coach Peter Heyman, the defensive coach, said that in the intermission. You have to stay on the attack. That's the best way to win hockey games. You can't play not to win.
Well, that was exactly his point, is you have to start playing your game and don't start trying to choke Virginia out, trying to starve them out of points. You've got to continue to go on the attack. If State's able to get this next goal, I do foresee them winning this hockey game.
Well, they will have to keep tired bodies on the ice, and they shouldn't be too tired. We're only 38 seconds into this final period, but an icing call against NC State, and Virginia will get fresh bodies. Garrett Sunda to take the face-off for NC State. He kicks it over to Bly, who tries to shovel it up and out, held in, though, by the Cavaliers. They battle along the half wall. Loose puck picked up by Bly. He'll get it cross ice for Fredenberg. 3-on-2 if NC State hurries. Trailing, Sunda, one-timer shot, pad save, rebound. Oh, what a save by Anderson. A great chance for Engel on the rebound. Reaching back with the stick, Jake Anderson. What a save.
That's the best save I've seen all season, State or any team otherwise. That's incredible. Nothing but desperation, laying out across the goal line. Unbelievable.
Face-off won by Virginia, thrown around the boards. Maury Winter will pick it up and throw it out just out of the reach of teammate Wilkinson. Thrown back in, NC State has to check up off sides. They will, pressuring now Bieberdorf on Winter. Winter will get it deep, all the way around behind the net. Kren will pick it up. Immediately up the boards for Kristoff. He'll give it up for Bieberdorf, knocked off the puck by Brady. Trying to clear it out. Slow roller. NC State can't get to it in time to hold the zone. Blue with it. He'll float it in. Glove down by Wilkinson, and he'll turn it back behind the Cavalier net. Brady leaves it in the corner for Wilkinson, stolen away by Bieberdorf. Loose puck. Neither player knows it's sitting there. And coming in to pick it up will be the Cavaliers' number 14, David Ruhoniemi. Along the half boards, NC State gets it back. Kren, wrist shot, deflected. Pad save made by Anderson, and he'll hold it in the glove.
Anderson's been the catalyst of this Virginia team so far, and it's interesting. This guy has the personality of a Marty Turco. Every time he's coming off the ice, he's giving us a chirp. He's talking to his teammates. He's just out there having a good time right now, and it's showing. He's making some unbelievable stops.
Well, and the good thing about that kind of personality is it keeps your team loose, it keeps them focused, it keeps them ready to go. They're not tense, they're not afraid of making a mistake, and that's a big help when your team is down a goal like Virginia is right now. DeCal tries to get it out. Heyman centers for Gallagher, who deflects it wide, pressured there by Stefan Herter. Finley into the corner. Tries to throw it out, gets past Banashevich. DeCal picks it up, gets it up for Friedman. Valillo pokes it away from Friedman, and it's lofted back in. Bouncer in on Anderson. He'll cover up for the faceoff. 17:40 left in the contest. NC State still clinging to their 1-goal lead.
And a name we seem to keep calling this afternoon is Jordan Friedman. Friedman had 2 golden opportunities short-handed, just couldn't find a good handle on the puck late in the period due to the chippy ice. He's my bet. If anybody is going to score this goal for Virginia, I think Friedman's going to be the guy to do it.
Battling in near corner. Loose puck picked up by Heyman, poked away by DeCal. Held in, though, by Farhead. He'll throw it behind the net. Bank pass coming to Banashevich. Shot rebound out in front. No one there to pick it up for NC State. Cross ice pass from DeCal looking for Friedman, picked off by Valillo. But his clearance picked off there by Friedman. Pressuring Banashevich. Friedman tries to go cross ice, taken away by Gallagher. Now coming in Banashevich with space. His wrist shot right into the gut of Anderson, and he'll freeze the puck.
Sam Banashevich has had a good blue-collar, hard-working game. The one thing I'd like to see him do, and this will come with time, look up, see if there's a passing lane, and if you're going to shoot the puck, keep it low, because Anderson and most other goaltenders in the ACCHL are going to swallow it right in the crest of the uniform.
Williams to face off against Klein. Klein wins the face-off back to Odd. He'll take a shot, stopped by the skate of Livingston and into the corner. Picked up now by Klein. Gives it for Kristoff. They switch places. Back to the point wing. He'll tee one up. Shot right again into the gut of Anderson. And NC State needs to find a way to get him off the pads. They had a great chance for Ingle earlier on, and you saw the great save from Anderson. But NC State needs some more of those opportunities if they want another goal.
Well, but by the same token, Chris, we talked about it in the first period. This is the 3rd hot goaltender State has run into in a row. What a performance this has been by Jake Anderson.
Brought back out by the Cavaliers, immediately turned back by Tom Stryker for NC State. Glavin picks up the loose puck for Virginia and throws it deep. Wing will take it from Camaris behind the net, pressured by Iceman. Far corner. Wing tries to get it up the Odd, thwarted there and turned back by Virginia. Behind the net, shoveled along by Klein. And they'll battle again near corner. Puck squirts loose, picked up there by Kristoff, and he'll bring it out. He's got speed, now he's got space. Bringing it across the red line into the zone. He sets up, fans on the wrist shot, and it'll be taken away by Thorndike. Behind the net for Livingston. He's got Iceman along the near side, gets it to him. Pressuring Kristoff. Can't take away the pass, but Wing will pick it off and turn it back. Kristoff shovels it deep, weak pass to Livingston, and he'll throw it all the way around looking for Thorndike. That puck goes all the way down the ice for an icing call.
Once again, Virginia cannot change due to the icing call. And this is something I'm noticing. The Cavaliers are all standing up on their bench. North Carolina and Navy sat down, and granted, that had different effects. The determination written on the Cavalier faces right now shows they're not giving up, and they are still right in this hockey game.
Thorndike with it stolen away by Fredenberg, but taken right back out there by Williams, but not very far, thrown back in by Andrew Cook. Behind the net, Livingston. He finds Iceman. Big hit by Kren as he pinches, but he can't get the puck and is picked up by Robbie Williams. Down the right wing all the way into the corner. Stolen away by Kren. He turns back, trying to find somewhere to go. Can't find anybody. But Engel will get it up to Sunda, looking for Fredenberg. Icing waved off. Fredenberg beats it out. Circling behind the net. Throws it center. He finds a man in Sunda, but Sunda can't receive it off the backhand. Loose puck. Poked past Cook, and it'll be taken back out by Reed Brady. Into the zone, Brady knocked into the boards, and they'll battle for the puck along the half wall. Still battling puck, trying to be knocked loose. And we're going to have matching minors here. And it looks like Kren will be one of them. And I believe the other one will be Lavrak.
That's interesting. Kren is certainly lobbying his case to the linesman. Laverack will skate much more calmly over to the penalty box. So once again, we open up the space. 2 minutes of 4-on-4 with 15:01 remaining in this third period. Honestly, Chris, this may be the chance for Virginia to tie this hockey game up. They're going to have a little more space, and State historically has not played well with only 4 men on the ice.
Well, the only positive thing for NC State, they're a little bit smaller than Virginia, which gives them more space now with less bodies on the ice. If they can take advantage of that, they can have some good opportunities of their own. Along the half wall, thrown back deep, and NC State will pick it up in the form of Reed Farhat. He'll cross. Still looking for a man across the blue line. He'll leave it for his defensive partner, Valillo, looking for Bieberdorf, can't find him. But Farhat picks up the loose puck, and he's called offsides. I'm not sure about that call. It was awfully close.
It was right there on the line. I think the saving grace for Virginia there was that Bieberdorf was on one skate, and that one skate was over the line. His other one had not made contact with the ice, but presumably would have been back in neutral ice.
Valillo gets the puck off the faceoff, throws it off the boards looking for Blue. Picked off there by Herter. Stefan Herter gets it up to Wilkinson, who will bring it in. Down the left wing, Valillo pressuring. Circling back now, Winter will throw it deep. Centering pass, Valillo's got his man, and Wilkinson tied up. Down in the near corner, Wilkinson back to Finley. Finley's shot deflected in front. NC State will turn it back. Blue throws it off the boards, immediately picked up by Winter. Cross ice for Finley. Lots of space as NC State's changing. Back comes Finley. He's squeezed by the defenseman for NC State, and Stryker and Blind. The puck squirts behind the net. They'll battle for it there. Finley there. Thrown around back to the point. Kept in by Herter. Wilkinson with it again. He's got Winter in the slot. One-timer. Blocked in front. Deflects wide. And almost into the net. I don't think Nick Kamara saw that puck.
I think that one nicked the post on the way through. At least it sounded like it.
Picked up by Stryker is the defense for the Cavaliers. We're going to change. High puck almost off the scoreboard, lofted into the Virginia zone by Blue so that NC State's forwards can get a change. Fredenberg and Kristoff now out there for NC State. Glavin with space and speed. Gets around Stryker. Centering pass in the skates of DeCal. They battle for it along the near half wall. Crossing now, Bly, he gets away from him and gets up to Stryker. Now Kristoff. He's got Fredenberg coming. Lost it to Fredenberg in. Pad save made and held on by the glove of Anderson.
What composure right there by Anderson. Once again, stays tall on his crease. It was well played defensively. The pass lane wasn't there. Forced Kristoff to make an ill-advised pass or try to finagle a shot onto the net. Really a lose-lose situation just because of how good Virginia's defense was in that odd man rush scenario.
Well, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. 13 minutes left in the contest. Wrist shot from the point by Cook, blocked through traffic. In the corner, Gallagher. Livingston takes that away. He'll throw it around for Glavin. Up the boards, Friedman, one-time pass, fans on it. NC State comes away with it. Heyman will throw it back in. 12:42 left in the game. Centering pass looking for Banashevitz. The long reach of Livingston knocks that one away, and he'll clear it out. Picked up at the NC State blue line by Gallagher. He leaves it there for Banashevitz. Banashevitz wrist shot high and off the glass behind Anderson. Heyman goes after it. He's knocked off the puck by Livingston. Still with it, Livingston. Centering pass looking for Foley. Gets through him, but Friedman picks it up far side. Pressured there by Cook. He'll have to circle around. Tries to center. Doesn't work, so he'll take it back around behind the net. Up along the half wall. Looking to center. Can't find his man into Cal. Glavin almost loses the puck out of the zone, but he holds it. He'll bring it down along the near boards. Poked away and turned back by NC State. Heyman trying to get to it first. Can't do so. Picked up there by Dragarjan. Shoveled along by Foley and into the NC State zone. Valillo behind his own net. Bouncing puck. He has trouble controlling it. And he's pinned there with DeCal. Picked up now by Foley. Circling slot shot. Goes just wide. I believe it went off an NC State stick. Battling for it now in the corner. NC State will gain control and bring it out. A delayed penalty to Virginia. Good chance here for NC State. Klein coming in. His shot blocked by the pad of Brady. NC State setting up an early power play. Wrist shot, glove save made by Anderson. The rebound collected by the Virginia Cavaliers. And another 2-minute power play for NC State. And I know we say this a lot, Drew, but I think this is the biggest power play for NC State right now.
Well, it is, and certainly thus far this game. It's a penalty that Virginia did not need to take, especially just coming off of an opportunity of their own. But with 11:17 remaining, if NC State's able to score here, they're really going to choke out the Cavalier chances of coming back, especially if the deficit would be 2 goals instead of just 1.
And it might be a 2 and 10.
That's exactly what they're saying.
Thorndike going to the box, so he will serve the 2-minute penalty to Friedman, I believe. And then Friedman will be in the box just about for the rest of the game.
And that's a tough one to swallow because Friedman has been such a quality offensive attacker for this Cavalier hockey team.
Sunda gets in his skate, spin around shot, pad save made by Anderson. Great reaction time there from the netminder for the Cavaliers. Iced by Virginia. Camaris comes out, plays it off the half wall far side, picked up by Sunda. He'll skate it out, trying to find some room. He gets swatted, knocked down, no penalty called though. Circling around in the corner, leaves it for Engel. Back behind the net, Sunda will receive it on the backhand. Circling around now in front. Leaves it there for Cook. Back down for Fredenberg in the near corner. No passing lanes right now for NC State. Still looking for it. Pass looking for Sunda, misses him into the corner. Without a stick though. Trip Burke, the penalty killer. Centering pass looking for Cook. Great stick from the Cavaliers and they'll get out. Good chance for NC State. Virginia trying to change. Wrist shot blockered down by Anderson. Deflected in front, but wide of the net off the skate of Sunda. Engel trying to get it in front. They score! What a pass from Alec Engel to Danny Fredenberg. NC State, the power play goal, and it is 2-0 Wolfpack.
And it's about time, too. Finally, Fredenberg sets up right over there by the side of the post and is able to get the saucer to go in. Huge goal for NC State, and now the ball is in the proverbial court of the Virginia Cavaliers. They're going to have to find a response and do so quickly to get themselves inserted back in this hockey game.
10:18 left in the game, and now Virginia has to find 2 goals. Friedman still in the box. He'll come out after the first whistle after the 1:17 mark left in the game. Center ice face-off, won by NC State. Back to Valillo. He gives it to Farhat. He tries to get it up the ice, but poked in by Virginia. A lot of energy from this squad now. They know they're backed into a corner. Farhat trying to get it out. Strong forecheck from Virginia, though. Eventually cleared out. Picked up now by Glavin in neutral ice. He'll bring it back for Virginia across the line. Leaves it at the point. There for Ruho Niemi. His centering pass all the way into the corner. Taken by Livingston off the boards. His slap shot blocked in front. Again, wrist shot, save. Wide open in front. Ruho Niemi can't get a hold of the bouncing puck. And NC State dodges a bullet. Kristoff will bring it back. One man to beat in Livingston. He has it poked away and it's taken back by Glavin. Throws it around the corner. Pinching now to save. Valillo throws it right in on net. Stick save made by Anderson, and he'll hold on for the faceoff.
Smart play by Anderson once again as he's got all sorts of Wolfpackers around him. Ruho Niemi was right there on the precipice of scoring. And if that puck had been on the downswing of his bounce, I think he might have had it because Camaris was on the opposite side of the cage there.
Offensive faceoff for NC State. Mackie Heyman to take it for the Wolfpack up against Foley for the Cavaliers. Foley wins the faceoff, and Virginia clears the zone. Banashevitz gains control in neutral ice, and he'll throw it deep behind the net and behind Anderson. Picked up by Brady. Saucer pass off the boards, received by DeCow. Pressured by Banashevitz. He blocks that pass with his stick and throws it right back in. Great forechecking right now from NC State. Heyman lays a hit on his man. One-timer coming from Stryker, blocked by the skate, of Brady. Now with it, Kuroglian. Up the far boards for Foley. He'll get it deep. Chasing now DeCow. Chris Wing picks it up behind the net for NC State into the near corner. Stolen away, the loose puck by Kuroglian. Again, battling along that near side. Centering pass. Good chance coming for Virginia, but good play by Tom Stryker to stop that opportunity. Good chance for Gallagher on the loose puck if he can get to it. Shoots one wide of Anderson. Brady's got it stolen away by Banashevitz. Doesn't realize it at first, but gets it in the corner, throws it behind for Gallagher. Backhand pass centering, no one there for NC State, and Kuroglian will get it out for Virginia. 8:20 left in this contest. Chris Wing with it. He's got space, he'll bring it up. Winds up, slaps one in, glove save made by Anderson, and he will hold on.
That's just ill-advised, in my opinion, by Chris Wing. He had a couple more steps to go across there. If you're going to send one in, just for the sake of killing time at this point, go ahead and wrap it around the boards, because you know Anderson is going to swallow everything.
Klein to take the faceoff for NC State up against Robbie Williams. Williams wins the faceoff. Loose puck in front of the crease of Anderson, but cleared out by the Cavaliers. Kren with it now for NC State. Backhand pass to Blue, looking to center for Odd, picked off by Williams, and they'll bring it back. Thorndike down the left wing. He sends it deep, picked off by Cook, and he'll loft it out. Stefan Herter brings it back in. He gets down to the left corner, stops, turns. His centering pass poked out by Dan Blue, who will give chase for NC State, pressuring Bobby Finley. Finley with it, throws it off the boards. He has Iceman. Iceman hit hard by Blue after getting rid of the pass. NC State clears it back into the Virginia zone. Brought back out by Stefan Herter. He'll gain the red line and dump it deep. Cook going in for it against Iceman. He'll throw it around the boards. Dan Blue with it now along the half wall. Up to Klein, who pokes it along. Across the red line, cross-ice pass looking for Odd, picked off by Herter. Again, Herter up the left wing. He's going to carry it this time. Poked away by Cook. Centering pass picked off by Fredenberg for the Wolfpack, and he'll leave it there for Klein in the corner. 7:08 left in the game. NC State a 2-goal lead. Kren, backhand pass up, and NC State will bring it along. This is Danny Fredenberg. He's got Odd wide, coming trailing now Sunda, and Fredenberg's knocked into the corner by Livingston. They'll pin the puck there. Loose puck knocked along, floating out of the circle. One-timer, bouncing puck, stopped by Anderson. Rebound handled by Livingston. He'll throw it off the glass, held in though by Wing. Off the boards to Sunda, back to Fredenberg, looking for Sunda again, can't find him, and it's out of the reach of Valillo as well, and out of the NC State offensive zone. Valillo has space. He'll gain the red line, give it to Sunda, who pokes it in. He's knocked off the puck. Glavin takes it. Engel trying to hold the zone, can't do so. Glavin will bring it back. Numbers for Virginia. Glavin down the right wing, leaves it there, and the shot deflects up and out of play off the stick of Lavrak. It hit an NC State stick on the way through, so it should be an offensive zone face-off for the Cavs.
And Chris, it's getting to be do or die time on this Wahoo bench right now. 6:19 remaining in the third period. It's going to be uncharacteristic for NC State to give up goals back-to-back practically under 2 minutes apart. So I see Virginia having to score within the next 2 to 3 minutes.
Poked out by Fredenberg. The puck not going to reach the goal line, so icing waved off. Brady with it now for Virginia. Gives it up to Burke, and away he goes. A little bit of extracurriculars behind the play between Engel and Burke, brought back out now by Blue, though. Wrist shot just wide and under the glove of Anderson. He misses the net. Burke brings it back out. Cross ice. He's got Brady in the skates, though, of Engel. In comes Lavrak. Drop pass picked off, now brought back by NC State in the form of Garrett Sunda. He gives it up to Blue, leaving it for Sunda again. He's got Engel on the other side. His shot doesn't make it to Anderson. Behind the net now, in the corner, Blue leaves it for Engel. Centering pass poked away by Anderson and picked up by Reed Brady. He'll clear it out of the zone. Stryker with it now. He gains the zone, not paying attention though. Engel offsides, and there will be a face-off just outside the Virginia zone with 5:21 remaining.
The clock is ticking, and it can start to feel on the State bench. They know what they're very, very close to doing.
Face-off won by Virginia. Winner pokes it back for Finley. Gives it along for Herter. Poked out by Winner. Kristoff there, knocks him off the puck, but Virginia has reinforcements. Gets it in the zone, immediately taken back. Bieberdorf 2-on-1 with Kristoff. Trying to get it to Kristoff, can't do so, and it's knocked into the corner by Finley. Ruhoniemi behind the net with it. He'll gain speed as he circles. Clearing pass tipped by Kristoff, but knocked out by Virginia. Cross-ice pass picked up off the boards by Finley. He'll gain the red line and try to get it deep. Giving chase now, Ruhoniemi. Centering pass deflected back behind the net where it's picked up far side by Winner. He throws it into the corner. Bieberdorf will shove it along for NC State to Bly. Up the boards to Kristoff. He'll bring it out. He's got space. He's going to throw it behind the net, go off for a change. NC State trying to keep fresh bodies on the ice and preserve this 2-goal lead. 4:25 left in the game. Brought back out by Glavin. He'll shovel it along, picked up though by Bly in the NC State zone. Centering pass knocked away by DeCal, but NC State still able to clear it. Now Winter Knocked off the puck by Heyman. Smart play by Banashevitz, waiting for Heyman to get back on side, and he'll wrist it behind the net. Gallagher in pressuring. Livingston off the boards looking for DeCal, broken up by Heyman and picked up by Cook for the Wolfpack. Kren has it. He'll throw it along for Banashevitz, trying to advance it though. Stalled out there by Glavin and DeCal. Knocked off the puck by Kren, and NC State brings it back. Holding is Banashevitz. Leaves it for Heyman. Backhand pass for Gallagher. The net now knocked off moorings as Ben Foley knocks Mackie Heyman into Anderson, and they have a few words.
And that is why the faceoff will come outside. It's deemed that Heyman was the one that caused the net to dislodge.
No, it looks like it will stay in the zone. I think they did realize that Foley was the one who knocked Heyman into the net. So it's an offensive zone faceoff for NC State, just 3 minutes and 38 seconds away from the bronze medal.
And that's fortunate, Chris. And now you have to start looking at when does Jake Anderson come out of the net. Virginia does have a timeout in their back pocket should they choose to use it. But I think the strategy here is as soon as you get that puck across the blue line, anywhere 2:15 to 1:45 remaining, Anderson is gone.
Heyman holds behind the net, centering for Banashevitz, and his shot deflected away by Williams. Trying to clear the zone is Thorndike. He does get it out and will be brought back by Iceman. He finds Williams crossing in his skates. He loses it. Iceman with it, though. He's tripped up, and a penalty to NC State.
That's the right call right there. It's an unfortunate play. Virginia keeps their feet moving. State gets caught reaching. That's something that had to be called sooner or later, and now Virginia is in a really good spot.
And you have to think that maybe with the power play, you take Anderson out earlier and get a two-man advantage for a little while. A 2-minute tripping penalty to Andrew Cook, and that hurts NC State. He's one of their better defensemen.
I wouldn't rush it quite yet, Chris. I'd give it a minute on the 5-on-4 advantage, and then I think you look at doing exactly that, pulling for the 6-on-4.
NC State trying to clear, shoveled out by Fredenberg, trying to advance it. He loses it. Quick turnaround for Virginia. Into the corner now with it, Karoglian leaves it there for Glavin. He's knocked off the puck along the half wall. They battle for it still. Picked up by Winter. Looking to center, finds Livingston, who can't handle the puck, and he falls down. Sliding to block a shot, Fredenberg, but it's not there. Centering pass loose in front, the puck still there. Cleared away by Farhat. Fredenberg gains control, and he'll throw it down. NC State going for the change. 2:40 left in the game, 1:25 left on the power play for Virginia. Livingston bringing it up with space. He'll cross the red line, bring it into the NC State zone, and hold up along the left half wall. Throws it behind, Winter giving chase, poked along by Farhat for NC State. Into the corner they go. Shoveled along, NC State trying to get it out of the zone. They can't, and now they do. Tipped along, breakaway for Banashevitz. He can put the game away, and he comes. Deeks shoots, and the save made by Anderson, who knocks the net off incidentally, and a face-off. And a little bit of a bow there from Anderson. Quite the character.
Indeed he is. That's a well-played breakaway, though. Starts out quickly, challenges Banashevitz, comes right back in slowly. Perhaps one too many moves there for Banashevitz. He's seemed to like to shoot the puck when he can. And right there, Anderson just using the leg pad to get over to make the save.
And probably not enough speed there for Banashevitz. With a big goaltender like Anderson, you got to get him to move to find those open holes. Face-off won by Virginia. Glavin has it behind the net, leaves it for Livingston. Cross-ice pass finds Winter. They'll bring it out. NC State pinching. Could be left in an odd-man rush. Winter down the left wing. He's got a man in Karoglian in front. Doesn't get it there. Back to the point, though. It'll be taken by Virginia. Stefan Herter at the point. Wrist shot, shoulder down, rebound in front. They can't bang it home. What a chance for Virginia. A wide-open net. Carreras was out of position, and they still can't put it home. 1:40 left in the game. Anderson still in the net. 22 seconds left on the penalty to Andrew Cook. Back to the point, wrist shot high and into the meshing.
Now this one's a mind-boggler for me. 91 seconds to go in regulation, and Virginia hasn't even looked toward pulling Anderson yet. I'm not sure why.
I'm not sure I understand. I guess they're waiting for the man advantage to expire, which would make sense because if NC State can get it out and give Andrew Cook a breakaway with an empty net, that's the game.
Now that is true, and there are 17 seconds, and now Virginia is going to use that timeout to have a discussion here.
So 1:31 left in the game, 17 seconds left on the Virginia power play. After that, Andrew Cook will come back, and we'll be on 5-on-5 hockey unless Anderson stays on the bench here. A 2-goal lead for NC State. Drew, what is their focus for the rest of this game? They just about have it in hand, but it certainly isn't over yet.
Well, now I think you can't afford to play lockdown defense. Don't take too many risks trying to break out the puck. If you have to, don't be afraid to ice it. If you're going to ice it, though, go ahead and aim for the empty net. A shot from 200 feet away counts just as much as one from 2 feet away.
So a face-off in the NC State zone. Anderson still in the net. On the ice for the Cavaliers, Wilkinson, Lavrak, and Foley, as well as Stefan Herter and David Ruhoniemi. Face-off won by the Cavaliers. They control Ruhoniemi. Back to the point for Herter. Back along the half wall, coming to the bench now, Anderson. Extra attacker on for Virginia, tipped just wide by number 13, Ben Foley. Behind the net, with it now. Wilkinson centering, popped up in front, loose puck. They battle for it in front. Bodies all over the place. The puck's still loose out in front. Still there, trying to cover Camaras. Can't do so. He's going to have to get back into position quickly as it's held onto by the Cavaliers. They hold the zone. Ruhoniemi down low. Back to the point, Lavrak. He's going to tee one up. Wrist shot, glove save, and held onto by Camaras. 55 seconds left, an empty net for Virginia, and they need 2 goals quickly.
Oh, those were some incredible chances by the Cavaliers. Self-manufactured offense. State wasn't yielding an inch. That's an unbelievable sequence of hockey plays right there, and that's what this ACCHL is all about. This is 1 versus 2 hockey right here.
Another defensive zone face-off for NC State. They'd like to get it out here and kill some of the clock. Heyman will take the face-off for NC State. Loses it, though. Glavin back. One-timer for Livingston. Just misses the net. That was a rocket. Cook chasing it in the corner. He's beat there by Wilkinson. Leaves it for Winter, tries to center, bouncing puck behind the net. Now Koroglian, centering pass. He finds Glavin, traffic in front. Blocked by the traffic. Still loose in the slot area, trying to tie up 6. NC State, they score!
And there's still time left, Chris. 34 and a half seconds to go in the hockey game. The window is short and narrow. There's not much light at the end of the tunnel, but it's there. That is how Virginia had to score. Pulling it free from the pile, and they just tap it home. Now what do you do if you're Virginia? It looks like they're going to leave Anders. Nope, they are going to put him back in the net. And that's a smart thing to do, but as soon as they win the draw, if they win the draw and gain the blue line, he's gone again.
This is a big face-off for NC State. If they can win it and get the puck deep, which they can't, it'll be immediately brought on by Livingston. He'll throw it deep. Anderson to the bench again. Camaras behind the net, leaves it on a tee. Big hit late on striker by Wilkinson, but the puck gets out.
That's going to be a penalty on Virginia.
And that is huge. That is huge. Wilkinson is furious with this call.
I think he's got a right to be, too. That's a cleanly delivered hit. Yes, it's hard. And he is absolutely giving it to the official. He's gone. Oh, very, very quickly.
A lot of emotion from Wilkinson there, but that could put the game away.
Just 20 seconds remaining.
And NC State on the power play. So NC State, if they can win this faceoff and hold the zone, should be able to melt out the clock and come away with the bronze.
And at this point, the strategy is going to be to win the faceoff forward and jam it into that near side corner. If they're able to do so, they should be able to secure the bronze. And this would be huge. Mike Gazzillo would keep his medal streak intact. What a hockey game it's been, though. NC State has played 3 closely contested games, and every one of them will have been decided by 1 goal.
Now along the boards, trying to clear it out. Virginia, they get it out. Up the boards they come. 10 seconds to go. Immediately turned back by NC State. Anderson will hold it behind the net. 5 seconds remaining. Up the boards, 2-1, and the buzzer will sound. So NC State, while they wanted a gold medal, will at least come away with a medal as they defeat the Virginia Cavaliers by a final score of 2-1.
What a resilient performance by Virginia, though. So many opportunities. You cannot say enough about what happened in net tonight, the goaltending battle that went on, the hard-hitting physicality of this hockey game. I mean, both of these teams are very deserving of being the regular season #1 and #2. NC State just outchances Virginia and converts one more time. That's the difference in the hockey game.
So they'll shake hands here, and we'll take a quick break. But when we come back, the bronze medal ceremony as your NC State Wolfpack will receive their medals. You're watching NC State hockey on Wolfpack Sports Television.